Hey guys, this is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Thank you so much for watching this video. So this video is exclusively done for you, Seasonal Vantage Insiders over here. And as I'm doing this video, the date it is the 21st of August 2023. It is a Monday afternoon. So if you haven't watched my public Facebook Live or YouTube stream, I recommend that you go back and watch what I discussed during last Friday live over here. I discussed the outlook of the market, why I think that this coming week there could be a short rebound in the market. Okay, so before I go into that, okay, maybe you can just a very quick recap on what I mentioned last Friday, just a very brief one. Okay, so this is the S&P 500 chart over here. So I mentioned that the S&P, the Nasdaq, all these are pretty oversold right now. This is the S&P 500, then the Nasdaq. This is at the Nasdaq over here. Price is at the pivot S2 support right now over here. And the reason why I say the market it is at an very oversold level, it is because I look at the market breadth indicator, and the market breadth indicator, it is actually the New York, the McClellan oscillator over here. So this is basically using the advanced decline numbers, okay, to give you this kind of oscillator. This is a market breadth oscillator. So it works like an overbought and oversold level over here, like RSI, that kind, okay? And the reason why I say that it is oversold, it is because, okay, this oscillator, the McClellan oscillator, this chart is based on the past 3 years over here. So you can see that every time, okay, the market hit the minus 80 level, which is an oversold level over here, the market will tend to rebound higher after that over here. Okay, and right now, as of last Friday, okay, we had a short rebound over here and crossing back into the minus 80 level over here. So we are at an oversold level. So this week, if there is some rebound, I wouldn't be too surprised also. Okay, so but my overall general view is that we are still in the midst of a correction. So my view is that the market could have a short rebound. How high the market can go based on the rebound or the magnitude of the rebound, I won't know. Okay, so we have to see the price action day by day and see how it goes. So my guess, okay, my anticipated move is that market will go up a little bit, okay, and then it will come back down again, that kind. And we will be heading into weakness until the end of September, because based on the seasonality chart that I mentioned, I think many times already, okay, even in the public live stream, I said that based on historical records over here, mid-August until the end of September generally is the weaker month for the US stock market. So this is the S&P 500 ETF. So if we look into that, okay, seasonally we are going to be weak until the end of September or so. So my guess is that the market could have a rebound. The market won't move in a straight line like that, all the way down. Okay, so there will be a impulse move over here, then correction move, impulse move, correction move, impulse move. That kind of, okay, that is of course the best scenario, but we still have to see the price action day by day. So having said that, okay, let's recap on what I mentioned last week over here. Last week, the week was the 13th to 20th of August. So last week I mentioned two sectors. Okay, so one is the consumer defensive sectors or the consumer staple, and the other one it is actually the precious metals and the metal miners. So that I said that you could look for opportunity to short. Even if you don't short, you should also avoid buying those stocks over here. So this is based on the bearish ETF data that I provided for you as a bonus over here. So as I mentioned, last week was actually the 13th to 20th of August. So just a very quick recap over here. So do a filter based on the date, 13th to 20th over here. So as I mentioned, right, the the miners, the gold miners, the metals, okay, and the consumer staple, and the FMB ETF, which is a subset of the consumer staple itself. Okay, So having said that, I personally shorted the XLP and also the silver miners and the silver miners over here. So if you take a look at the chart over here, XLP. So last week was a very good week also. It was the seasonals were working as like clockwork also. So XLP, all right, if you remember, if you can go watch my SVI for the seasonal vantage videos over here, I mentioned that there is a rebound and looking for price to head down lower. So after that, price one, two, three, four, five. Okay, 5 days of down day. Of course, the last Friday the market had a rebound and closed positively. But if you are doing a swing trade, you should get quite decent profit over here. This was a one straight down over here. So I actually shorted this XLP. Okay, PBJ I didn't short, so I just want to take the XLP only. So it also went very well. It's a one way down also. And as I mentioned about the gold miners, the silver miners. Okay, so the gold miners I didn't short, but it nevertheless, okay, it went pretty well as well. Personally, I went for a short on the XSIL silver miners over here. Okay, all right, it went down over here. So personally, I've already exited this trade also. Okay, so silver miners XLP I've also exited. So just to let you know. So the seasonals, I really curate and let you know what are the sectors, okay, to look at, and this has worked pretty well. Okay, I would say that I am, could be lucky. Okay, so we shall see this week whether we could be lucky again. Okay, let's see whether we can be lucky again this week. Huh? So what is in store for this week? So as I mentioned earlier, right, I'm more inclined towards a short-term rebound this coming week or so. Again, don't ask me how high the market can go. I do not know, but I know that there could be a short-term rebound. Possibly, okay, the rebound could reach until the S1 level again. And let's see, like if the indices can reach the S1 level again, then you have to be very careful. Okay, if you have profits, you should take profit. Okay, and having said that, okay, let's go to the usual data that I provided you when you first purchased the seasonal vantage. That is the bullish. All the reports that I've sent you when you first purchased the seasonal vantage is actually the bullish data. Okay, we're looking to buy, but because most of the time, the market is heading higher. So this is the ETF. Okay, let's head over to the August over here. I already filtered that. Okay, for this week, it is the 20th to 27th of August, right? Okay, let me double check again. Yeah, 21st to 28th of August. Okay, 20th to 28th of August. Sorry about that. Okay, so this is correct over here. So for the bullish sectors, right, or the teams, right, I am looking at these two lah. Okay, so this one, the rest, this one, I'm not so keen, but of course the Italy, the Europe ETF, the senior loan ETF, I don't really look at it lah, so not that common, and the price action doesn't look very nice. So I'm looking basically on the biotech. Okay, previously, if you have been with me, you should know that I have shorted the biotech previously, but now, okay, the seasonals has changed. So from the 24th of August until the 21st of September, for the past 14 years, 93% of the time, okay, it closed higher, which means that out of the past 14 years, 13 years, it has been positive. And the other one is actually the IHI, which is the US medical device. Of course, it is under the health sector. 25th of August until the 14th of September. For the past 14 years, 93% of the time, it is positive. And of the past 14 years, 13 years, it is positive. If you want to diversify, okay, into non-US equities, you can look into this, the India equities, which is the iShares MSCI India ETF, 24th of August, 19th of September. But I think this is also looking not too bad, but this is not my key focus. I'm looking at the SVI and the IHI. Okay, understand, right? So these are the ones that I'm looking at. So if you look at the chart at SVI, okay, so you can see that overall it is still in a downtrend over here. So we are below the cloud and below the central pivot range. So clearly, short-term wise, it is in a downtrend. So if we wanted to go long, we should know that we are actually against the trend. What is in line with us is only the seasonals. Okay, if you look at the 2-day time frame, okay, we are also in a downtrend. Also, weekly time frame, we are also in a downtrend. Okay, so be careful on that. Just to let you know what we are against the current. Okay, against the sea current. Okay, the wave. Okay, so and this is the I'm looking to enter if price can break above this wash line over here. So this was the day, this candle was the candle where price break, below the low over here. Okay, this candle closed below the low of this candle over here. So if we draw a horizontal line over here, the low here, it is actually 77.83. Okay, 77.83 over here. All right, so if price can hit higher this coming week and close above the 77.83, I'll be inclined to go long. All right, and in favor of the seasonals, I will try for a long over here. Okay, so again, this is not a trade signal service. I won't tell you when I buy or when to exit. Okay, so I'm just telling you, if above 77.83, this is a level that I'm looking at and keen to go long. All right, and the other one I mentioned, it is actually the this one ensure is the iShares. Okay, IHI is the weaker one also. So very weak. IHI is also very weak all the way down, below the climb, below the CPR over here. But right now, again, we are at an S3 support over here. So previously, you can see that price had some reaction at the S2, consolidated for a while before crashing down to S3 level. So again, this is the wash line over here. If price can close above, I'll be inclined to go long also. So we shall see how it goes, but it doesn't mean that I'll enter all the trades. I'll be selective. I will see whether SVI is good or IHI is good. So these are just the sector ETF that I'm looking at. Okay, and if you're looking at individual stocks, right? Let's take a look at the S&P sector ETF first. So this is from stock charts. This is a candle glance where we can see all the sectors. What are they doing at a very one glance over here? So this is the S&P 500. This is the benchmark. The blue line is the 20 days MA and the red line is the 50 days MA over here. So can you see that, right now, the S&P 500, it is actually below the 50 days MA already. So you can see that the XLY is actually weaker than the SPY because the 50 days MA is going to cross below the 20 days MA is going to cross below the 50 days MA. So it is definitely much weaker. All right, XLC is also not strong also. Technology is the weakest. Can you see that the 20 days has already crossed the 50 days and it's all the way down? All right. XLI is actually stronger than the S&P 500. XLB also weak. Okay. XLE is the one that's against the current wave of selling. It has been in an uptrend. So XLE energy is strong. The consumer staple is weak. That's why I shorted XLP, last week, right? Okay, good profit over here. XLV, okay, is also stronger. The price is still above the 50 days MA. XLU is weak. Okay, XLF are relatively stronger than the S&P 500. And then there's the XLRE, also very weak. So if you're asking me what are the sectors that you should be looking at, okay, or what are the stocks that you should be looking at, there are a few. Okay, one, it is the industrial, okay, is relatively stronger. Industrial, energy, the health, and also the financial. These are the sectors that I'll be more keen to go long if I wanted to. So based on the seasonal data that I've provided you over here, this is for the stocks, okay, for the August 2023 under the August tab over here. As usual, you can do a filter. So it is the 20th to 27, right? 20th to 27 over here. So we can filter on the date. Okay, until 23, 24, 25, 28, not within the range. Okay, let's just click OK. So we have about 53 stocks out there. So there are still many stocks over here. I'll be looking at all the stocks. I'll be only interested in looking at the relatively stronger sector. Of course, I do have the time to finish all the sectors, but I already go through some of them. Okay, so the industrial. Okay, let's look through some of the financial, industrial. There's no energy here, surprisingly. Okay, technology. Okay, and such. Okay, so I'll be looking at the industrial and the financial. Okay, healthcare. I'll be just looking at the biotech sector. So biotech is under the healthcare. So industrial, if you just filter on that, these are the one that is only a few over here. Okay, so if you look at some of the chart over here, I am looking quite keen on these WAB web tech over here. WAB. All right, so you can take a look at WAB. Okay, so prior to that, it was quite strong. Okay, now had a pullback. All right, and then price is right now at the S1 support over here. So once again, my I tend to favor a long trade this week. So be looking to go long. So if price can break above the prior day low over here, we shall see how it go. I'll be looking to see whether to go long or not. What WAB is one that you can keep on a watch list. Another one that you could be looking at is actually the American Airlines. Okay, AAL. AAL, it is over here. AAL. Okay, AAL is a weaker one over here. Okay, can you see that below the CPI and also below the cloud? And you might be wondering, hey Alex, this is not the strongest one. Why you want to look at AAL? So if you look at the 2-day time frame, okay, right now price actually hit the cloud support over here. Okay, and also a Camarilla support. If you don't know what's Camarilla, never mind. It's just one of the minor support over here. So hitting the cloud support over here. So this was a very good correction and looking for a bounce over here. So if you go back to the daily time frame, all right, and again, these are all meant for swing trade. It is not for you to buy and hold for the whole period of the seasonals. So let's say, for example, if price can go above the prior day low over here and go higher, somewhere around here, somewhere around this region, okay, I'll be looking to exit already, okay? A swing trade holding for a few days to holding 1 to 2 is that kind, okay? Don't be too greedy because in the midterm, we are still in a downtrend, okay? So AL that I'm looking at, all right? So, of course, you can look at other stocks, okay? Another one that I'm looking at is PWR, okay? You might not heard of these stocks before, okay? I've never heard of it, but it is surprisingly strong, PWR over here. PWR, Quanta Services. This is actually ridiculous. It's very strong, okay? Even during the 2022 market downtrend, right? Okay, it is still overall heading higher. All right, but right now it's in a consolidation phase over here. Whether it can go higher, it is remains to be seen. But I'm just letting you know that PWR is a very strong stock over here. But personally, I'm looking at this WebTech, WAB, and also the AAL also. Okay, so this is based on the industrial sector over here. And the other one that we could be looking at is the financial sector. Okay, financial sector over here. So again, these are the stocks that you could be looking at, but I'm looking at a few stocks over here. One of the stocks I'm looking at is actually SLM, 24th of August until 19th of September. For the past 11 years, 91% of the time it closed higher. And the other one is looking at the MCO, Moody Corp, 24th of August to 8th of September over here. SLM MCO. Okay, SLM Corporation. This is under the financial sector, finance, rental, leasing. Okay, so once again, we are against the trend is coming down. If you look at the 2-day time frame, okay, we are right smack at the cloud support over here. We are the cloud support over here. So I'm looking for a bounce also if the market really do rebound this coming week. So last Friday, price actually has a wash and rinse, trigger already. It went up close higher. Okay, I haven't had a position yet, so we shall see how the market open tonight, and I shall see how it goes. Okay, SLM is one that I'm looking at. Once again, I don't expect price to go up like that all the way lah. If you have some decent profit, okay, you should be looking to exit for a swing trade. Again, very important for a swing trade, holding for a few days to at most 1 to 2 weeks, that kind, a swing trade. And the other one that I'm looking at is actually MCO. MCO is this Moody over here. Right now on the daily time frame, we are at the cloud support and also at the S2 level support. So I'm looking to see whether there's a bounce in this coming week or so. Of course, there are a few more stocks over here based on the financial sector. You can go through them yourself. We have already kept the watch list very tight. Okay, financial, industrial. Okay, health wise, as I mentioned, I'll be just looking at the biotech sector lah. Okay, just now I mentioned about the whole SVI. So can look at the biotech and such. So I won't be so keen to long the health sector stocks. I'll be just looking at the SVI itself. Okay, Ken. So I think that's all for today. So once again, this video, it is exclusive for Seasonal Vantage Insider, which is you. And this is an unlisted video on YouTube, so please do not share it. And if you have any comments, any question, feel free to comment on this YouTube video, and please give me a like also, so that I know that you have watched this video and you have gained value out of it. If you could, okay, just comment also value. Okay, just comment value if you think that this is a good information for you, providing you for the Seasonal Vantage Insiders, okay, the updates and such. Okay, with that, this is my update for this coming week. So safe trading, and I'll see you guys again next week. Thank you. Bye bye.